So, just listen to me, please. Just today we're gonna talk about formal and informal writing. We need this in this unit or in this cluster because we're gonna write about the memo. We're gonna have in the exam, we're gonna have the memo. So we have something that's called formal and informal. Can anybody tell me what's the difference between formal and informal? What does it mean by formal and informal? Just one person? Ha, Abrahman?
Formal is like talking with your boss or your manager.
Okay.
Informal, you're talking with a friend or someone you know.
So informal, just I mean in a friendly way. You're gonna talk with your friend, your brother, your sister. So this is informal. So I don't need to use it's like Mister or just Mrs. or whatever. Okay, just short word. So what about here? How I'm going to write between the formal and the informal? If I'm going to use what else? Huh?
No short sentence.
No short sentence. So the formal, I have to write full sentences or long sentences. And for informal letters, I'm going to write short sentences. I don't need to write complex sentences. I need to write a very simple one. Okay? So now this is our lesson today. So I'm going now to show you a video about the difference between formal and informal. Just to give me
article, you should always ask yourself, who's the target audience? What's the best way to communicate my message to them? And does my topic require a certain delivery style? Answering these questions will help you determine how to write your articles. More specifically, do you need to write more formal or informal? So how do you know which style to use? Well, in this video, we'll put the information in your hands so you can choose the correct writing style for your articles. So what's the difference between formal and informal writing styles? Well,
I tend to be complex and thorough.
I'm simple and more conversational.
I take on more serious topics in a very direct way.
Well, I use a larger range of emotions and show more personality.
Wait, I can see how this is going to end. Let's explain this one at a time. Formal writing, you're first. Step up to the microphone.
Thank you. Like I said before, I'm complex and thorough. I use longer sentences, and each of my main points are introduced, elaborated on, and concluded. My articles use full words, not contractions or abbreviations. My writing is objective. I state the main points confidently and offer a full support of arguments. I am not a personal writing style, so there are very few emotions included. Thank you.
Okay, so what here is a formal? What can I use here, as you mentioned now? Can anybody tell me in a short, very quickly? Huh? Hamad?
Complex and throat and long sentences and full words and no contraction.
What the meaning of contractions?
Haven't and the apostrophe of the not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and abbreviation. What the meaning of abbreviation?
You can say that in a second. You can write second in SEC and full stop. You can't write it in the formal way.
Exactly. This is what we mean. Just we have to write a complete word, not a short word. Okay. Now we're going to jump to the informal one. Okay.
For your time.
Okay, informal writing, you're up.
Alright, hey everybody. I'm in formal writing, and I'm much more conversational than our formal. Sometimes I use slang or even figures of speech. I like to include a more personal or emotional tone. I also speak directly to you, the audience, by using words like you or your. I'm pretty simple.
Okay. So now here he mentioned one word, just and formal. I can put my style in it. What the meaning of my style here? What does it mean in English?
Mood and emotion.
Just another one, please. Just hold on. Abraham, yes, please.
My own style in writing.
So, I mean in the formal letter, I can know that who sent me this letter by his way of writing. But for the formal one, I don't know who he is because most of the formal is just like all the people are the same one or use the same. That's right? Abraham? Okay. That's right?
Standard.
Standard, yes.
Because I use short sentences or even incomplete sentences to make my point. Oh, lastly, I like to keep it short, so I use contractions and abbreviations. that pretty much wraps up my style of writing. Thanks.
Thank you, informal writing. As you can see, each style has their own merits, but their usage depends on the tone you're trying to set. Think about your audience and the topic of your article. Adopt a formal style when you're taking on a more serious, objective topic, and write informally when you're comfortable and familiar with your readers. In the end, you have to make the decision of which style of writing is best for your articles. It's in your hands now, so go write and submit a brand new set of quality, original, formal, or informal articles.
That's beautiful, thank you. Now I'm going to send you, okay, worksheet which is talking about it here, a passage, and another one for writing. So, I'm here with you. Now you have it, okay? Did you see that? Yes. Okay. So now you gotta just open it on your desktop, please. You have two, yeah? Okay. Yeah, this is the right one. So this is just about the memo here. You gonna just read it and just you gonna answer the questions in 5 minutes. Okay? It's just like a small message. It's very, very short one. Did you see it? Yes. So you can work at the very work. I mean that one you can read and just one other one can answer. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay. So do that. Okay. That's both of you. So it's just about circle, okay? Or you can shadow it, the answer. You don't need to write anything. Don't have it. Yes. I don't mind.
John Scott agreed
No.
to join.
Okay, you can answer with Hamid. Just share it. You can share the answer, okay? Yes. Yes. Just you can read it, okay? And then you have here a message about it. Because there is a question. Which of the following was best the subject of the memo? Subject, which is at top here. Abraham. Yes. I don't know. I don't know. We still have 3 minutes more, okay? You can share them answering. Yes. Yes, exactly. Just read it. At the beginning, you can pause it. What's wrong? This is called a memo. So in the memo here we have something that's called at the beginning to خليك معايا بقى نزل خلاص كده خليك معايا محمد hello just to from date subject. Why I'm writing a memo? Can anybody tell me why I'm writing a memo? Ahmed Yahya, why I'm writing a memo? What is the idea of writing a memo? What is the idea of writing a memo? Why I'm writing a memo? Abraham.
To inform someone.
It's just a kind of email to send an email for him. But memo is supposed to be a short one. Memo is supposed to be a short one and specific one. So here is a message. Here is to, from, date, and subject. Okay? So who sent this memo? Can anybody tell me who sent this memo? Muhammad?
Manager of the company.
The manager of the company who sent this memo. Okay, from the manager of the company. And to, okay, thank you. To management team. And this is a date, and then we have here the subject, okay? What is the subject here? Can anybody tell me, because you have read it before? Can anybody tell? Because I have one person here who answer. Abdullah.
Expansion of the company.
Expansion of the company. I mean that the company is going to be expanded. هتكبر, okay? Yes, Muhammad?
Training a company.
Training a company, okay? This is the topic here. I mean that all the message is talking, or all the memos talking about training company.
Health.
Is going to be expand. Expand, which means it's going to be a big company. This is why. Okay, here. Can anybody read for me here? Who can read? I need any volunteer. Yes, Abdullah, please. Yes. Yes, yes.
I am pleased to tell you that John Smith has agreed to join the Ovations management team as a senior vice president. John joins us as we explore additional strategies relating to our care businesses, including the comprehensive health services that are needed to assist ill individuals and their families. We are very fortunate to have John's leadership as we expand our company growth. John has demonstrated strong leadership in creating and implementing businesses strategies, medical practice management, and new business development. He has been with the Unites Healthcare for 4 years, where he was responsible for developing networks.
So this is just Units Healthcare, okay? Units Healthcare for 4 years, okay?
Lately, John has worked in Colorado and Tennessee with the health services companies. John will transition on April 14th, 2009. I will forward the contact information for John and his assistant as soon as it is available. Please join me in welcoming John. Please share this announcement with your employees immediately.
Excellent. Thank you for your perfect reading. Thank you very much. Question number 1. Who can answer number 1? تفضل اسماعيل. Which of the following would best be the subject of the memo? So I need here the subject of the memo, the title.
Examination of the
Explanation of the company here. Okay, so the answer or the right one is going to be number or letter D. Thank you very much, Ismail. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Muhammad. Number 2. Yes. Yes.
What is the purpose of the memo?
What is the purpose of the memo? What is the main idea of the memo?
To inform employees about a new member.
To inform the employees about the new member. So he's talking about the new president or for assistance for the manager, okay? So this is, he's telling the staff of the company about the new member. Excellent, thank you. Number 3. Number 3, Muhammad, yes?
Who is the intended audience of the memo?
This is a very important question. Who is the intended audience of this memo? So who is talking for? He's talking for students, for teachers, for what?
The management team.
For the management team. Excellent. So the right answer is
B.
Letter B. Number 4. Number 4. Abraman. Number 4. Question number 4.
What does the company manager ask the management team to do?
Yes.
To pass the announcement to the employees.
Excellent. To pass, I mean to share, okay? To tell. Thank you very much for that. So the right answer is letter D. Muhammad, yes.
The way to write sentence one.
No, to rewrite.
To rewrite sentence one to make it more formal.
So to make it more formal, how I'm going to write it in a good way? Which is the best one here? I am pleased to tell you that John Smith has agreed to join the OM team.
No.
Which one?
Number D.
Letter D. Why is the letter D?
No short words and
no abbreviation, no short words. Excellent. So D is the right answer. D is the right answer. Okay, the last one and the last is the best. عبد الرحيم تفضل.
What best fills in the space of paragraphs 2?
Paragraph 2. So I'm saying, so this an addition for instance. If I'm going to go back here, we are very fortunate to have joint leadership as we expand our company growth. John has demonstrated strong leadership in creating, implementing business strategies, medical practice management, and new business development. In addition, he has been with Units Healthcare for 4 years. So I'm going to say in addition or for instance. In addition, this is the right answer. بالإضافة إلى. So this is the best here. Thank you very much for that. Now I need you to write a short memo. Now I will send you to write a short memo. Okay? To write this memo from whom? So it's going to be the principal of the school, the English teacher, the manager, academic, anyone. Date, which is today, and then the subject. What is going to be the subject?
Organizing
open day. Organizing open day or open day. This is here the subject. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be formal because this is from the principal of the school for the students or the teacher for the students. I can say hi guys. I can say this in the memo. Okay. So here I'm going to start about. Yahya. I'm writing this memo to inform you. Inform you what? Inform you what?
About the window.
About that we're gonna organize or we will organize an open day in our school. When? Just give any day. Okay? What activities we're gonna do? What will happen? Huh?
football match.
Football matches.
Competitions.
Religious competition.
Many activities.
Many activities. Okay. What about the food?
We are going to eat together, having the lunch.
So we're gonna have lunch at school.
And Japanese food.
Japanese food, okay. Sushi. What else? So the last one here, the meeting time. It's supposed to be here. When we're gonna meet, and then the date and the place. Okay. Now go ahead and write it.
Mister, can I go?
ما تعرفت عليك كل يوم هذول.
تدي رسالة
and then the subject which is open day. Today, just we had the difference between formal and informal and how to write a memo. To write a memo is very important for you because maybe in the exam you're gonna ask or you're gonna be asked to write a memo in your exam at the end of the exam and the writing section. So I wish that you get benefits today from what I said, from the video, for everything. I would like to say thank you for everybody for that.